Wait, don't screw. Pay attention. Emefiele, the former Central Bank Governor of Nigeria, has been sent to Kuje prison by the court. A lot of Nigerians are excited. They are excited. Listen, I am not a fan of Emefiele because I also suffered from the Naira design policy. I suffered from it. But listen, we are forgetting and leaving the gist ahead. Pay attention to this. Someone will ask, where is Buhari in all this? Where is Buhari? Is he being exempted in all of this? Because somehow they have managed to convince and confuse the masses that the central bank governor acts independently of the executive, which I refuse to accept. I refuse to accept such a story, that the central bank acts independently of the executive. You can't tell us that. You can't. What is the duty of the executive? Policy formulation, execution of policy, supervision function, declaration of war, signing of bills into law, the power to grant pardon. What happens to the supervision function of the executive? If Emefiele is to go to Kuje prison, which he should go to Kuje prison, Buhari ought to hold him in hands and walk into Kuje prison with him as husband and wife. The man upon whose auspices, upon whose government that Emefiele orchestrated a policy that nearly almost killed all of us in this country, supposed to answer questions of what Emefiele did. But no one is answering that question. You see, somehow Buhari has managed to escape a lot of things in this country. It was just yesterday in historical terms, on the 31st of December 1983, when Muhammadu Buhari overthrew the government of Alhaji Shehu Shagari. This man sacked a civilian government. Nothing was done about it. He didn't just stop there. He went further to give the president Alhaji Shehu Shagari a house arrest, and threw the vice president, who was Dr. Alex Ekwueme, into maximum security prison of Kirikiri. Yesterday it was Kirikiri, today it is Kuje. You gave a president a house arrest and threw the vice president into maximum security prison of Kirikiri because it's not your state, man, because it's not from your geographical location. These people has always been in the habit of pardoning people who are in the same opus mundus caucus with them and punishing the subordinates of those people. It happened in 1983. Today is happening in 2023. Although Emefiele allowed himself to be used, yes, we know, but we must not forget one thing. The true administration of justice is the firmest pillar of every democratic society. The true administration of justice is the firmest pillar of every democratic society. If Emefiele is to walk into Kuje prison, Muhammadu Buhari is ought to be standing next to him, walking into that prison, because he is the one under whose auspices and leadership that such a policy was carried out, and the executive had the duty of supervision function. So if you do not supervise someone who was under you through appointment as a president, what are you telling me? We cannot exempt Buhari in this. We cannot canonize Buhari in this. We cannot canonize him in the kingdom of darkness which he was the head of. If we must punish Emefiele, we must punish Buhari, because he who goes to equity must go with clean hands, and equity looks at the intent rather than the form. Yes, we can, and that is what we have to do. We cannot exempt Buhari from this. You can't. This is what they did in 1983. Punished a vice president and exempted a president because he was a statesman, because they belong to the same opus mundus caucus. This cannot continue in a country where we all claim to be one people. And all of you who have decided to keep quiet in a time like this, let me give you the words of Aristotle the philosopher. The darkest place in hell will be reserved for all those who maintain neutrality in the times of moral crisis. And those of you who come to my comment section to talk nonsense, be mindful. You cannot threaten a modern day town crier. You cannot threaten a modern day town crier. And listen attentively. For those of you who say, must we talk on everything? Yes, we must talk on everything, because this is what the philosophers said. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil. The world will be destroyed by all those who watch and do nothing. And I cannot watch and do nothing. For even if we die, we shall live again. For Wisdom Africa is the principal thing.